All right. So, let's see. All right, so let's just start getting this set up here. Yeah, we're just gonna start. Yeah, you can see the hats in the thumbnail, so. All right, so let's get this started. So you might be wondering, what are the hats in the thumbnail? So I got myself Texas Rangers hat. I really love the design of the Texas State wrapped around the Texas logo. So I got that one. There will be Texas Rangers videos coming in a bit. I won't spoil my whole plans on it, but there will be stuff coming. Then I got this Toronto Maple Leafs hat right in time for tonight for Game 7, which I'm really happy of. Yeah, be using this. So now I've got hats of my top 5 teams. So you got Stars, Lightning, Vegas. Then you got Maple Leafs and you got Sharks. LA Kings are in the middle of the pack, but I just like their logo, so I got one of those hats. So I like it. But yeah, two simple designs. Kind of different from, let's say, the LA Kings hat where you have like the letters and everything. This one's just the logo by itself. I mean, I haven't even opened it up yet, so might as well do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty slick. That's the first Canadian team's logo I think I have hat that I have. So yeah, Maple Leafs for today. Maple Leafs for today. So I think this is like the only one because I love those hats that have just the words on them. I love those hats that have that simplistic words behind the logo. I love those ones. This is my first hat besides the Stars one that just has the logo. Um, Preds and Jets series prediction. Um, I'm gonna say it's hard to go with anything other than Game 7 because I really want that series to go to 7 games, but I think it'll be Preds in 7. It'll be a close series, but the Jets might have something there. But I think the Preds will be in 7 or 6. I think the Preds will be able to squeak it out. But yeah, for tonight, you got the Game 7, of course, Boston versus Toronto. I gotta say, Toronto. I got the hat, so I'm gonna go cheering for them. Hey Gary, how are you gonna rig it against Toronto tonight? I'm gonna see how that happens. What kind of goalie interference calls are gonna happen tonight that are going to rock the NHL Twitter tonight? That's gonna be fun to see. I feel like whoever wins that series will be tired in the Western Conference Final. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. It's going to be down to the wire. Whoever wins that series is going to be banged up. At least a few big injuries there. So it is what it is. But I think that like San Jose versus Vegas. I think whoever comes out of that will be less knocked up than the Jets versus Nashville series. I think that just because of that, they'll have the advantage. Which it happens, especially since that series is looking to go 7 games. It's Steven from Discord. This is my mobile account. Well, happy to see you here. We're gonna be talking about okay. So let me go with my exact prediction. Let me go with my exact prediction. Canadian teams can't win. Canada's straight garbo. Um, but what was I gonna say? Okay, so my prediction for tonight: Boston versus Toronto. It's hard because Toronto, if they're up 4-1, it's not going to happen. But I'm going to say it's going to be close, but in the third period, it'll be tied going into the third period. That's my prediction there. It'll be tied going into the third period. Whether or not what the score is going into the third period, I don't know. But I think it'll be tied going into the third period. Toronto will be able to sneak it out. I had the prediction on Skyward Hockey 5-3 Toronto. I'm going to be sticking to that 5-3 Toronto. I predicted Riley to get the game-winning goal. Going to keep with that because I have a Riley signed puck over there over here. Yeah, there. And I want him to do it. I want him to get it done. Riley needs to step up, and at least offensively. He's been fine defensively. Good, I have studied whole last period. The hat looks great. I need to get the tags off. Can never remember to get the tags off. Yeah, there was main reason I got this hat was because there was a sale. I think it was like a 2-for-1 hat sale. It was like a sale on lids, but I got both these hats for like I want to say $50 when they were usually like 65, something like that. So it was a decent deal. Might as well have gone for it. Man, these Adidas hats have so many tags, so many stickers. Gotta hate this one where it's like you can never take it off. Can never quite take it off. I'm gonna need some help with this because I can never get this one off. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got it off. There's nothing like playoff hockey. Exactly. There's nothing quite like it. And that's gonna be electric tonight. In Boston, that Boston crowd is gonna be fantastic. If they lose though, I can't guarantee that the city won't be blown up to bits. Is marching band a sport? Ooh. I mean, if you qualify music as a sport, it would be, but I'm not sure. Do you think anyone will get a hat trick? If so, who? If there is going to be one guy to get a hat trick, I'm going to predict JVR. If there is going to be a hat trick, that's going to be him. If not, for the Bruins, probably Pasternak. Who has the better team in the Preds series? The Predators have the better team on paper, but the Jets are doing pretty hot as of late. So it is a toss-up, but I do think Predators have the better squad. So I think that answers our question. Although my two favorite team, the Hurricanes and Blackhawks, didn't make it, Dane Crawford don't get injured again. The Blackhawks basically have to rely on Crawford to not get injured. That's basically their only hope, which sucks for them because to rely on one player like that, it must be pretty sad. All right. All right. Video about the NFL draft. Again, I might make like one or two of them. Maybe just like a Cowboys special about it. Maybe just the Cowboys. But again, I tried making NFL videos when the season was going on. Like, there's just so much coverage for the Cowboys that I don't know if I could get into that market. Might have to just make NFL general videos if I want to. But again, I don't really have too much time for that anyways. I can't guarantee to make NFL videos because I just can't stay consistent, at least with that league, because there's just so much going on. I just woke up to bomb as heck nap. Who you got this night? Naps are great, first of all. Naps are fantastic. I wish I could have gotten one today, but I got Toronto 5-3. That's my main prediction. I'm not going to change it. Just going to stick with that. 1-0 game Friday. Yeah. How do you talk fast when you read? I don't know. I just always been a fast talker. Like, I remember trying to like speed run through books, and like I don't read that many books now, but I remember trying to just speed run through books as fast as I can. That's usually how I get through it. Will Washington finally slay the Penguins in the second round? They might slay the Dragon. They just might. And I wish that they would. And I did in my Washington Capitals versus Columbus Blue Jackets. I also previewed the Pittsburgh Penguins versus Washington Capitals series just a bit. But in that video, I did predict the Washington Capitals to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins to slay the Dragon because I think they finally will. Ovechkin is getting up there. I think he's as determined as ever. Score prediction for Game 1 of Preds series. Preds have home ice advantage, right? So I'm going to say Preds win 3-1. Official prediction. Grab is completely ignoring me. No, I'm not, Jackie. Not anymore. 11 says, congrats on 350 subs. Yeah, just hit that this morning. Woke up to that. Great news to hear. I think I got since December. Since the end of December, I had 100 subs. So that means in the last 4 months, we gotten 250. So great progress. At the beginning of the year, I wanted to reach 500 by the end of the season, or not at the end of the season, but at the end of the year. So we're well ahead of that mark, on pace at least. So I'm hoping to get a little bit beyond that at least too. But I thought 500 was a bit of a stretch. Apparently not, and we've been growing pretty well, which is fantastic to hear. Can you not at everyone? No, we've actually tried that. I think I tried that on the first live stream, and not on here, not on the live stream. All right, so finally, Got most of the tags off of this Rangers hat. Again, somehow the tags on here are even harder. Let's see. I hate the tags, man. I hate tags on hats because I can never get them off. Ugh. Such a... Alright. I finally know why I like you so much. You're a young kid who's a hockey fan. Keyword being hockey. Yes, you have a favorite team. Who doesn't? But you're highly educated. Yeah, I try to be as unbiased as possible too. It's hard though, but I think the biggest thing is like starting out young has really helped me. Like even though my channel has like only hit the 1 year mark like a few days ago, getting that extra start and being bad has really helped me for this part. And I think I've got still a lot to learn, both in making content and speaking. But I'm pretty proud of what I've done throughout the first year. What teams joins Essential when it's a 32-team league? So Seattle has to come, right? So it's probably Arizona, but let's say Houston somehow gets the team first. Houston's probably gonna get in there, but if let's say Houston gets no team, Seattle has to get that team. I'd say that it has to be Arizona. I mean, there's really no other choice. Seattle, like I don't know if they could put any other West Coast team in the Central Division. Like I don't know how that would even work. Leafs beating Boston tonight. I hope so. Vegas Golden Knights coverage. I hope so. My bracket is relying on it. So my NHL bracket video, of course, the most successful video of all time. Thank you guys, by the way, for that. That's at 14K views right now. Fantastic. Blew my predictions my expectations out of the water for that video. I predicted basically every single series right, except for the San Jose one, which I predicted the Anaheim Ducks to sweep the San Jose Sharks. Again, that was just going off the wall, and I was hoping it would work, but no. It was actually the reverse way. But if Toronto wins tonight, I think that's every single series right, except for San Jose versus Anaheim. Yotes 2020 Cup. Yes, for sure. I hope that it happens because Arizona's just too late. How young are you? I am 15 right now. I turned 16 in February. Finally got this off. Finally got that sticker off. I should be making like a unboxing video where it's just like 10 minutes trying to get these stickers off. I hate the stickers, but finally got these stickers off for everything. Arizona moves to Quebec City, then put Detroit back in the Western Conference. That could happen, but I don't think Quebec City would get another team. Yeah, Jackie is almost 13. Holy shit, way to make me feel old. Yeah, I make a lot of people feel old on here. A lot of people. Elvin, I was just about to click don't show. But yeah, Drowdy. How does it feel being beat by the Texas Stars, advancing to round 2, beating the Ontario Kings? How does it feel, bud? How does it feel? Yeah, Ontario Reign. I don't know much about the AHL. That's funny. Do you have a favorite hockey documentary? I don't watch too many documentaries. I probably should watch some more though, because there's some great ones out there that I've heard. I've heard probably watch some more. I need to get into those. I've been like just my TV in general, which has just been The Office for right now. But probably when I'm done with that, I'm on season 7 right now. Probably when I'm done with that, I'll get on to some more stuff. But if you guys can request some hockey documentaries, like some specific ones, I can watch them. And I don't know, maybe make like a review of them. That would be cool. I'm 18. Yeah, I mean, not too old. You're still a little bit old, but not too old. Don't get... you aren't a grandpa compared to a lot of people I know. If you were to take a nap, do you have a cuddle stuffed animal? I used to have one, but I think I lost it. It was like again like a stereotypical stuffed bear, but no. Just short answer, no. Maybe my pillow counts. I don't know. They definitely make you appreciate the game more. Yeah, for sure. I guess does the NHL Winter Classic things like the videos that they put on the NHL official YouTube channel? They have a couple of videos of how they were setting up and how the anticipation was for the the Buffalo Sabres versus New York Rangers Winter Classic. If those count as documentaries, I've watched those. Those are fantastic, and I love watching those stuff. So again, I would like to see a lot more. The Rocket, is that a thing? Is that a documentary? Let me see. Documentary. I don't see it. Um, Staying in trade. I think Boston is looking way too good right now. That trade is looking fantastic. Peter Chiarelli, the GOAT right now. Everyone young, how did this happen to me? 27 years old. That just sucks, man. Hopefully I'm somewhat popular when I'm 27, because, I don't know. I don't know what else I'll do. On the topic of TV shows, I watched this Netflix show called A Series of Unfortunate Events. It's the most ridiculous, unrealistic show ever, but it's funny and serious. Wait, how show be funny and serious at the same time? That's pretty miraculous. Are you sitting on your bed? Yes. I record videos on my bed because I don't really have like a desktop or desk or anything. So I record videos on my bed. I have this like table right in front of the bed. That's what I've been using for like a year now. I'm ashamed of it, but at the same time I'm making it work. So can't be too ashamed of it. I count those a part of the history, the classics. Yeah, I'd say so too. Um, how old are you, Grav? I said earlier. I am 15, 16 in February. What do you think about the Blackhawks sign Sakura? And if you don't know that about it, then maybe you can look into it and maybe make a video about it. Yeah, I don't know if it's quite video worthy because if you notice, I make a lot of videos that are like a lot like big news. Like I'm not like the hockey guy. Like I'll make like a video on like a small move. Like I'll make videos on waiver claims, like stuff like that. I'm not gonna make videos on small minor changes, but maybe if it's big enough, maybe if it happens to be big enough and game changing enough. I'm ready. I'm with you. Hockey Modern Memories, father figure. I already have 3 kids. The more the merry. Yep. Hockey community is the GOAT right now. Hockey YouTube community is amazing. How did I get that, ladies? Have you watched the Snoop Dogg Hockey 101 video? Yes, I have. It is amazing. I should have made like a reaction video to that because that is comedy to gold, man. I can only hope to get that funny. Uh, Clutch City 2015 Rockets. Um, slow. Show us the flashlight you blind yourself with in every video. Uh, it's not like a flashlight, but it's like a budget lights thing. Don't want to blind you guys, but it's like a portable thing. Again, I'm not very professional with this, but it's kind of like a portable lights. It's not a flashlight. It's just a little bit. It's just a step above a flashlight. Don't worry. You look albino. Where did you get that from? All right, whatever. Um, do you play video games? Yes, I do. I made a video a while back about my whole video game collection. I just searched up my video game collection on my channel. That's like a 20-minute video, and I loved making that. I showed my entire video game collection, and I love video games. Loved video games since I was like just like 4 years old. They're probably the biggest part of my life. If I wasn't doing hockey videos, I'd be making video game videos for sure. Um, Man, I didn't know I was older than you. You feel older. I've heard that. Again, I'm not very mature myself, but I'll take that as a compliment. Let's just say. Penguins have an amazing document. Also, names of the Cup and NHL Centennial and NHL Expansion. Of course, they're in the championship DVDs that go over the team's journey to the ship. I watched the Pittsburgh Penguins one after they won the second straight cup. That documentary that was released on YouTube. That's a fantastic one as well. The more I think about it, the more hockey documentaries I've actually seen. So just keep them coming. I met Snoop at the All Star game last year. I mean, if you do live in LA, that was a great game. That was probably the best All Star game to go to. So you got it good. Do you watch Urinating Tree? Yes, I have. I've actually been subscribed to him since 10K. I'm on his Discord. I've been watching him for a long, long time. I think the first video I watched was like the Capitals locale, something like that. Legacy of Failure, whatever it was called. Dallas defenseman will be a bust. You mean Heiskanen? Because I think you're just a bit wrong on that. Drew's a little bit messed up on the head. Just a little. Yeah, just a little bit. Just give him a little bit of a break, but just a little. The camera is slightly tilted. Towers. I see what you did there. Yeah. Just a little bit. I think that like the things are kind of putting you off because a lot of this is like a bit uneven. That's my fault, but still. Um, Angry Video Game Nerd. I've watched some of his stuff, but not a lot. I'm not a big fan of him. I'm more of like a peanut butter gamer guy back when he was fantastic, like back a couple of years ago. But like there's a lot of fantastic video game YouTubers on here that make like the best videos you could really want. You talk better than an average 15-year-old for sure makes you come off older. Playoff gear and gives you away the youthful age though. Yeah, if the Stars made the playoffs, I wouldn't have shaved anything, but like I shave about every week. But yeah, I mean, having YouTube and doing videos every single day basically has helped me so much with just talking in general to other people, and of course talking to you guys. It's fantastic. Hey Mika, glad to see you here. I've been here. I've been with Tree for a minute. I want to join the Yearning Tree Discord. The Yearning Tree Discord is how do I put it? It's a special kind of cancer. You know, it's the cancer where you don't really mind it, but it's still there. So I'll give you a warning on that. It's a special kind of cancer. What kind of music do you like? I'm a jazz guy. Love jazz. Country music. Bleh. Used to like pop music. Now it's kind of bleh. Rock music is good. Rap is sort of there. I don't really like rap all too much. I like whatever's on. Whatever's good, I'll listen to it. But jazz is probably my main favorites. But rock is good too. There's a lot of stuff. NHL Goldhorn's music. Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars. How would you react to the Avicii news? It's huge here in Sweden. He is like a top 10 and trending on Spotify. Really big idol for many Swedes. Yeah, once I heard that, I knew it would be a big blow for Sweden because he's one of the biggest guys there. But I didn't know him like a lot of people. I didn't know him necessarily. I've actually listened to a lot of his music without even knowing who he is. But again, going back listening to music, he was just fantastic. And losing him, of course, just a terrible blow because he was great. But yeah, it sucks because looking back on it, listening back to his old stuff and the stuff that he made, he'll be missed for sure. He made fantastic stuff. Shave what? I know, right? I mean, it is there. It doesn't show up on the camera, but it is there. Um, just trust me on that one. It's there. Hey Gravy, if you could revive an old team or move a team back to its original location, which one would you choose and why? Um, that's a tough one. Probably the Nordiques because, of course, Quebec is obvious for a team even though they don't have the ownership. I think Quebec is probably the best place for it. Maybe Hartford, even though they can't even support an AHL team right now, which is sad. But yeah, it's more cancerous than UHC. Yeah, for sure. Your name choose my favorite YouTuber. He's top. He's like one of my favorites too. He's fantastic. He's been great for a long, long time. He just keeps the originality going. He's just what do you call it? Organic. And he's been that way for a long, long time, and I love how he just goes about it. Fantastic ending too. I don't think people understand how huge he is here in Sweden. Yeah, he's just one of the biggest people for Sweden just come out of music for, like ever, and like I knew once that happened, just it would be a huge blow for Sweden in general. Does Dallas need a tank to get 3 top 2 picks, get some refs to the back-to-back champs? I mean, we need Dolan. We need Dolan. I know a lot of teams need Dolan. Step back Coyotes, step back Sabres, step back Canadians. We need Dolan. Dallas Stars falling for Dolan. Have a good one, Young Buck. Gotta go. See ya. See ya, Vegas Golden Knights coverage. Glad to see you stop by. But yeah, just a refresher for people coming back in here. My prediction for tonight's game, Toronto versus Boston, predicted 5-3 Toronto. What about parodies? Yeah, he does a few of those too. I guess. I don't know what you're specifically talking about, but I think I know what you're talking about. Anyways, have you ever been in a band, choir, or orchestra? I play the violin, and I'm in orchestra. I do the piano. I've been playing the piano I've been taking practices for 6 years now, something like that. I've been playing piano for quite a long time. Still not fantastic about it, but I'm still good at it. I'm not truly talented, but I still play for a long, long time. Carolina needs Dolan. That would be a huge help for them. Will there be a collaboration soon? As soon as I see the opportunity, of course. It was the Vegas Golden Knights collaboration with the Vegas Golden Knights versus LA Kings series recap. That was just on the spot. I'm like, I want to include Vegas Golden Knights coverage in this. That was just like I thought of that like the night of that video releasing. It's usually like on the spot. Like I don't know when stuff is coming. I don't have anything planned. It's usually like, oh, I might as well collaborate with him, and he can work for this video and this certain type of video. But I think the offseason is prime for a lot of collaboration ideas. I have a lot of them coming up. But the offseason is you're probably going to see a lot more of them. Have you ever heard of a YouTube channel called 2BC Productions? I've been watching him for a while. My favorite series from him is probably the NHL 15. I think it was Arizona Coyotes GM mode. That was my favorite series of his. Fantastic one. I mean, do you like song parodies? Some of them would work well. Remixes are fantastic. Love them. But actually, my favorite genre of music, believe it or not, video game music. Don't at me. Video game music is the best genre ever. Fantastic. Great. I'm at school at the moment. I'll watch the stream once I get home. If we're still streaming, I might stream for like. We're at 26 minutes now. So again, we have a lot. We have a little bit ways to go here. Does Peck running get the cup second? Probably Mike Fisher. I'm going to say Mike Fisher gets the cup second. Pecorine will be back there, though. You can circle around to my queue. I'm working, and I had a customer. What did you ask? I think I answered Quebec City for if a city or if a franchise came back. Quebec City is probably the best one. If I like had to choose, hey, you're getting a city no matter what you ask for and no matter what you say, you're getting a city. Probably Quebec City because they deserve it. How long will the stream be? Probably for like another hour ish. Probably won't stay for too long. I probably have to go in like a couple of hours, but how long? Yeah. I hope AP hits 2K before the summer. I hope he does too, because he deserves it. He hasn't been making too much lately, but I hope he gets back on that grind because he definitely deserves it too. You like jazz? Yes, I do. But do you like jazz? Because I like it a lot. Favorite? Okay, video game soundtrack top 3. Oh, okay. So this is gonna take me a long time. So, number 1. This is just pure nostalgia. Super Mario Galaxy number 1, number 2. That's so hard. So hard. Cuphead's up there. There's a lot of fantastic ones. I need to go. That should be a video in the off season. That just should probably be a video in the off season. But Super Mario Galaxy for sure number 1. Number 2. Maybe I'll put Cuphead at number 2. I love that soundtrack. Love that soundtrack for death. And even though the game is overhyped and I hate the fan base now, at number 3, I still think that even though the game it just itself is overrated now, I think that Undertale's over just soundtrack in general still holds up today. I'd say that's at least a top 5 in my opinion. Just still great. Who's your favorite mascot? I was gonna say Victory E. Green, but probably what's his name? Loopy from Montreal Canadiens. I just love that guy. Love that guy. Austin Watson for Conn Smythe for sure. He's doing elite. The Super American. Thoughts on Seattle's expansion team moving forward the next 2 seasons? That probably will be a couple of videos made in the offseason. What I think, will they be better than the Golden Knights? I mean, what will the rules be for the expansion draft? There will be a few Seattle videos coming up in the future, but they have quite a few good options there, especially to get the same options as Vegas. The boys are back in NHL 14. Yeah. Do you like games like Clash of Clans and Big Win Hockey? I don't play most or not. I don't play a lot of phone games. I used to play some of them, but I don't play a lot of phone games. How about Final Fantasy VII? Heard of it? Yes, I actually own it. It's right over there. I can get it right now if you want to, but I haven't completed it. Final Fantasy games are just chore to complete, but it's sitting over there waiting to be completed. But it still has a great soundtrack too. It's up there too. It's up there too. Have you ever have to be player 2 while playing Mario Galaxy 1? I'm the oldest of all my siblings. I have 3 other siblings, so no, I'm always on player number 1 because what I say goes. SpongeBob Battle for Battle for Bikini Bottom. For sure, man. That's up there too. You can't forget about that one. Oh my gosh, Undertale. I'm not a fan of the horrible fan base, but I love that game. Best soundtrack. It's a great game. It's not perfect. A lot of people say it's perfect. Hate that fan base. That soundtrack though, it's not overhyped. It is as good as it gets. That soundtrack, it's just you can't get. It never gets old. It never gets old. Super Mario Galaxy, fantastic too. Again, my favorite soundtrack of all time too. Nash is the best. He is up there for sure. He is great. How much do Stars tickets go for? I went to a game earlier this season, Calgary versus Dallas. The game where the Yuri Letnin retirement night and the second hat trick today. That was a fantastic game, by the way. Probably the best game of the season to go to for sure. I'm glad I went to that. So glad I went to that. But I think the tickets, I was like a few rows behind glass. I think like a few rows behind the glass. Those were about, I think it was like 150 per person. And I had my dad with me, so that was about 300 for us. Have you played FNAF before? I used to be big into that. I didn't play it, but watched a lot of people play it. It's one of those games where similar to Undertale. I've never played Undertale, but I've seen so many people play it that again, it's just a part of me, and like I consider myself like to know every single thing about it. But FNAF, back when it was a thing, really back when it was actually good games and stuff like that. I watched a lot of people play it, and that was just a craze that, heck, again, another fan base has kind of just made it just worse than it is. But back in the day, used to watch a lot of people play it. Are you a fan of a hockey guy? Yes, I am. There's some gripes I have about him. Some things I don't like about his stuff. I like post of course a lot better. But for sure, I do like the hockey guy. Um, um, I dare you to show your belly button. uh, hmm. All right, if this video can get, or not this video, if this live stream can get to 15 likes, I'll show you guys my belly button. 15 likes, belly button. Gotta get it to 15 likes though. You gotta get it up to 15 likes. If you can get it up to 15 likes, I'll show the belly button. I'll show the belly button. I'm the younger sibling, so I had to be player 2 for Mario Galaxy. All I had to do was collect the bits with motion controls. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, especially when you have video games and you're the younger brother. That sucks. 15 likes. We're going belly button. Can we get to 15 likes? Have you ever been to an NFL game? No, but it would be Dallas Cowboys, but I haven't gone to any. My family isn't too big into football. I'm actually not allowed to play it. I don't really like football too much, but I do. It has some ups and downs. I never had any intention of playing it, but my family has banned like all my siblings from playing it because I think it's too dangerous. Good idea from my parents because I don't want to do that anyways, but it is a dangerous sport. But for the NFL games, they aren't like my family doesn't usually go to a lot of sports games, and that sucks because I want to go to a lot of stuff. But my family isn't big into going to sports games. They're more like going to Six Flags or going to water parks. They're not the biggest fans of just going to sports events. But whenever I'm able to get there. And whenever it's like I get to go to like maybe 2-3 Rangers games per season. And that Stars game that I went last season was my first hockey game or NHL game ever. So no NFL games so far. Everyone get AP to 2K for sure. He definitely deserves it. Get on that grind, AP. Get on it. 14 likes right now. 14 likes. One more like, then we get the belly button. Oh, so you've sat rows behind glass. So I guess you met Jeff's Glass family, and then not in that way, But I wish I could, because that'd be pretty cool. Why face reveal when you can get belly button reveal? Exactly. I mean, that's the prize. That's the real prize right there. All right, 16 likes. Let me wrap up these questions, and we'll get into it. Tips for getting good tickets when I come there for Dallas games. Again, I don't know too many tips about getting tickets for just to regular NHL games because I've only been to one. But usually for Dallas games, it isn't too hard to get tickets, so you should be fine. It was at this day that Grimby saw his future as a cam baiter. It is what it is. I mean, if I can incorporate that into my hockey videos, we'll see how that works out. Big sexy elite, yes for sure. Glad to see you in here, Brendan. I want to go. Okay, so I want to go to a Rangers game. I really want to go to the Rangers game where Big Sexy is starting. That's my hope for this season. That's all I really want to do for this season. Do you know all the retired numbers from the Stars? Who are they? Modano, Lettinen, uh, what's his name? Um, there was a couple North Stars, but what's his name? Ah, it was the guy that it was like the only guy that's died from in an NHL game. Can't remember his name. Um, I don't think it's Clarence Campbell. What is it? Oh, it's Masterton. Masterton. There you go. There you go. I think there's a couple other more stars. I think there's like one more. Can't remember all of them, but way to put me on the spot there because I don't know every single one. Will the Preds third line get second line minutes? I don't know what kind of question that is. I don't know what the third line for the Preds are right now, but I mean whatever goes. Um, 7, 8. Oh, I thought you meant names. Okay, yeah, not these specific numbers. That would have taken even longer. I can name the names, but not the numbers. I'm terrible with jersey numbers. Decent with names. Terrible, terrible with numbers. If I were to do that, that trend where name all players with all 100 numbers, that would take forever. Never would I wouldn't ever be able to do that. Should Colorado fans start throwing burgers on the ice? I mean, they already chanted PK sucks, so anything can happen. But they were actually a pretty respectful crowd for that series. Um, yeah, probably gonna show my belly button. Let's see. Let's put the Maple Leafs hat on first. But yeah, I guess I have to do this. This is weird. I promised this. You know what? 20 likes for belly button. Nah, just kidding. Quicks. I don't know what I'm doing this for, but belly button. There you go. uh, uh, can we get to 20 likes just for that? Just for that. I deserve it. That was hilarious. What shows did you watch as a kid? I can't come back from that. What shows did you watch as a kid? Probably my favorite show of all time, Gravity Falls. Not gonna say, that is somewhat into the name now. Gravity Falls. Again, just like okay, so here's a story on my name. If you guys don't know this, I wanted to name my name just Gravity. But once I saw the competition of names on YouTube, just strictly name Gravity, I was kind of going on a different road. I wanted a different name, something that will be different from a lot of people else. So I picked the EH at the end, just to make something different, and here we are. And yes, the right way to pronounce it is Gravity. It's not Gravite. It's not Gravita. Heard that before. It's Gravity. And I want to make that known because I don't want any confusion here right now. Don't want any of it. Name every Texas Rangers retired number. That's harder because I don't like pay attention to much of that stuff. And baseball, it's a lot less known what your retired numbers are than, let's say, hockey or even like basketball. It's a lot like lesser known than, like, they don't make it apparent what the retired numbers are too much of the time. But in hockey, they make a lot more of a big deal out of it. So it, like, even if, like, back in my day, my like that peak Texas Rangers fan, like in 2013, I still couldn't name it because, like, they don't give too much. Like, they don't make it too known. One day the Wild will retire a number for the player. Probably going to be. Will they? I don't think they'll do Parise. Don't think they'll do. What's his name? Suter. They might do Suter. Don't see it for Parise. They might do it for. Maybe for Granlund if he sticks around long enough. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how they don't have one. I haven't seen them. There is a YouTube channel called Quinn Boys TV, and they're cool and do knee hockey videos. Check them out. Yeah, actually, I think I recognize them. I think that my little brother watched them. That might be where I'm thinking of, but I think my little brother watches them. I can play the Gravity Falls thing on song on my violin, and I always get stuck in my head for sure, man. For sure, one of the best intros of any what's we call it show because fantastic. I'll probably just keep going gravy. Keep going. Let's make it stick. Hey, see what I did there? See what I did there? I should stop. I should really stop. All right, so more predictions for tonight's Game 7. I think the first goal will be scored by... I think the Bruins will take the lead to start. I think Bruins will take the lead to start. I think it'll be scored by Backus. Prediction there. First goal by Backus, but I think the Leafs will come back. SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, and Jake and Josh are the shows I watched as a kid. Nice. Jimmy Neutron was great as well. SpongeBob great as well. I didn't. I was past. Drake and Josh was past my time. I was more of an iCarly kid. Koivu will be retired. Oh yes, for sure. Forgot about him. For sure. I think he'll definitely be retired. Minnesota sports are hard to follow. Yeah, I mean a lot of them choke, but yeah. Man, I want to make hockey videos, but I make vids. They're going to be so cringe. That's the thing, man. When I started, it was so bad. But the reason I kept them on my channel is because whenever you guys are interested, I want you guys to be able to look back and see how I've grown from the quality videos from back then, back in April 2017, when I started making Rangers fan reactions, back to now when it's a lot better, when I'm able to speak a lot better. Back then, I had so many issues, the videos were terrible. I want to be able to show the transition to where I've been to where I am now. And that's why I keep almost every single video up. Is just because even if I make mistakes, even if bad videos are bad, I want to keep them up and show my mistakes so that we can contrast them to where I am now. And that's probably the main reason why I keep them up. I would have probably deleted them months ago if I didn't have the confidence in them. I don't really have the confidence in them either. It's just I want them to be there. I don't want them to be there for contrasting. Solid recent Pens offensive weapons from Sweden. Yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot going from Sweden. They're scouting well there for the past few years. You need thick skin. The state will break your hearts with sports teams. If you're talking about Texas, yeah, it's already happened. With Minnesota, if you want to be if you're a Minnesota sports fans, a sport fan in general, I just want to give my forgiveness to you, and just my thoughts and prayers are with you because it's so sad what Minnesota sports have come to. Same with Ohio, same with the cursed sports states, even Texas. If you don't like the NBA, you haven't had a lot of success with Dallas sports in a long time. Without the Mavericks, if you don't like the Mavericks, you haven't been happy as a Dallas sports fan for a long time, and that's basically what I've been through. I don't hate basketball, don't really love it, but the Mavericks are kind of at least the NBA, it's kind of in the middle. You're really brave for making these videos, actually. And the thing is, when you see a lot of these people, their first videos were all terrible. Almost every single one didn't go into it like an expert. They didn't go into it making good videos, and growing throughout is probably the biggest key. Even if I don't get anything out of doing YouTube, even if I had no success, even if I never got any views, every single time I'd be getting better, both talkatively and just able to speak better. And that's just probably the biggest thing coming out of what I'm doing right here is just better experience for everything. Hockey for Life says hi. Hello, great to see you here. If the Vegas Golden Knights win the cup this year, I have a feeling they'll relocate in 15 years. Why is that? I guess Carolina won the cup, so I don't know. Anything can happen, but Vegas, if they win the cup, baby, it's coming. I have Dallas, Tampa, Vegas as my three favorite sports fans, but if Vegas makes the cup final or even wins the cup, Vegas will probably be second on my list unless Tampa faces up. That's going to be fantastic. If Tampa and Vegas get in the final, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because those are, of course, my second and third favorite teams. I don't know what I'm going to be able to root for. I can't, even though Tampa would be, my second favorite team, I would have to root for Vegas. And there's really no lose situation for me in that situation, which is great to see. What do you think about this year's Caps vs. Pens? I believe the Capitals will be able to win this and slay the Dragon. I do believe they'll finally be able to get it off. And once I say that it's in their year, of course they're going to choke again, but I do believe in them. I just gotta believe. Gotta believe. Yeah, Minnesota sports, man. Minnesota sports. So sad. So sad. You said Drake and Josh was past my time, and you were more of an iCarly person, but Drake and Josh came first. Oh, I was talking about me. I was talking about me. I'm the iCarly person. I grew up with that instead of Drake and Josh. I watched a couple of episodes, but again, um, iCarly was more my thing. I guess you could call it. Um, yeah, I got that draft last year, and he's already top scorer for Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, doing pretty well. For being in the state of hockey, we sure can't figure out how to play. You can't figure out how to get out the second round for sure. You also can't figure out how to get good contracts for guys like Breeze and Suter. Oh my gosh! Like the Steve Dangle podcast, their recent video or the recent podcast was fantastic because I think that like those contracts are like I made a video of the worst contracts in the NHL a couple months ago. And I believe that the Parise contract is worse than the NHL right now. I still believe that it's gotten worse too since he's just so injured. He can't play. Getting paid $7.5 million for like 7 more years. It might be the worst contract in the NHL, and I do believe that it is. Um, the other side of NY fans too, not Buffalo, but the teams that aren't the Giants, Rangers, or Yankees. Yeah. All right. So bow, 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 bow. All right. I've been waiting for this draft for more than 2 years now. Is that because of Dolan? It might be because of Dolan, but okay. So I put this on my Twitter earlier this morning, but the Stars announced that they are giving out general admission tickets for the draft this year. I think it's on like May 7th or 9th at like 9 p.m. They're giving out or they're selling the tickets for general public. I'm going to try my hardest. My hardest. I'm going to guarantee you guys I'm going to try my hardest to get those tickets. I'm pretty much practically going to beg my parents. Even so, I might actually just pay for my tickets myself because I'm going to try my hardest, my damned hardest to get to the draft just as much as I can because I need to get there. It's just like a once in a lifetime opportunity to see Dahl get drafted, generational defenseman getting drafted. It's in Dallas. I can get coverage from there right from the thing. It would be amazing if I could get there. I don't even care if I'm in the nosebleeds. I want to be there. I want to be there to experience it. I might not get that opportunity again, and I really hope that I'll be able to get it. So I want to be there. I desperately, desperately want to be there. All right. Gravy, keep your eye on Prelini next season. Yotes going to the playoffs next year. I hope so. I really hope so because I like the Coyotes. I hope they're able to get there. Pelini has been great this season, or I guess this past season now. He's been really underrated too, especially in that second half. He was doing fantastic. He was doing fantastic. Yeah, the Swedes knew about Dahlin and about before everyone else. Yeah, especially since they get to watch those games. Especially, they get the first scoop really on their country's best prospects because they just go crazy. And I like, but I guess excluding the NHL predictions video, like my best videos are like about prospects or like players specifically from Europe, like the Line A video. I tracked a lot of people from Finland. The Dahlin video where I said which team I think it was like which team would win Dahlin sweepstakes or something like that. That did fantastic. That had to do with Dahlin. So I think like the best videos I'm currently making that are doing the best have to do with European players. So it might just not target it, but it's good to know that people have to have interest in that too. Do you like college sports? Uh, Somewhat. Like the thing is, like I have no real reason. My parents don't really care about college sports, so that might be a huge thing. It's a lot about who your parents like, what your parents care about, which places that they went, and where you really want to cheer for. I mean, my parents aren't even huge into college sports either. So that's a big thing. Like I probably would be into college sports a lot more if my parents were into it, but not. My parents aren't really into it. I do cheer for if I had to choose for like one. I guess college team probably like I don't know, like Texas Tech. I don't know. I don't really pick a side when it comes to college sports, and I like to watch like Cotton Bowl stuff like that, like the big things. But I don't really cheer for any team really. Do you ever watch your videos? Well, technically I do because I have to watch every single video to make sure there are any editing mistakes. Technically, so I technically watch every single video. Technically. But yeah, I guess I am technically watching every single video. Alright, so we're at 50 minutes today. Or not 50 minutes, but 50, what do you call it, 50 minutes right now. We might just end it in a few minutes, might just call it here, but still a pretty successful video, or live stream. I keep calling it a video. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to bed. I have school tomorrow. See you later, guys. Thanks for staying up. I guess I think you do live in Sweden. I could be wrong, but I do. If you do live in Sweden, that's great because you're staying up for even watching my silly live stream. Thank you for that. Anyways, thank you for even showing up. Just grateful. What do your parents think about your YouTube videos? Do they watch them? They used to watch them. I think they were just like supportive of me. Like they're just like, I don't make any huge deal about it. Like, if anything, I like to keep it private to myself. I don't really like to mention it to my parents, but they're still supportive. I don't really mention it too much, but I don't think they watch too much of it. I don't think they've watched for a while. I don't think that's because they don't like my videos. I think it's just that they're not really, they don't really have the time right now, which sucks. But again, my family is usually pretty busy. To get one video a day is pretty miraculous for me. I don't have too much time on my hands. At least my parents don't either. So again, they have a lot of things going on too. Yeah, you live in Sweden. Got it. Just undeniable. Just fantastic for sticking around. Again, I don't know what time it is there, but yeah, if you live in Sweden right now, if it's 4 o'clock Central Sweden, I think it's like, I don't know exactly what time it is there, but it's pretty late. It's got to be pretty late there. So again, thanks for sticking around. Good luck at school. Hope you do well. See ya, or not see ya, but glad to see you back, Besser. We're pretty much just wrapping up the live stream. Also, you missed a belly button reveal. You missed a belly button reveal. Sorry about that. You can rewatch it when the live stream comes back up. But you missed a really, really big belly button reveal. So the story behind that is somebody asked for a belly button reveal. I said, can we get to 15 likes? And we got it. So I just like quickly pulled on my shirt, showed a belly button for some reason, and I don't know. It was probably the weirdest thing I've done on a live stream yet. There's probably gonna be weirder things I do, but yeah, I showed my belly button. I don't remember where it was in the live stream, but yeah, showed the belly button. iOS or Android? I use an iPhone 5S, but I don't really have a preference. Like whatever is best, whatever I'm using. I don't pick a side. A lot of things I don't pick a side. Yeah. At 20 likes, do a dick reveal. Yeah, I don't think I'll sell out that much. But yeah, it's already at 20 likes, so too late for that anyways. Never do that at Crane Grab. Don't worry, I won't do the dick reveal. I won't do that. Just promise that. I might do anything else, but I won't do that. Belly button. I should make that the channel profile header or whatever it's called. Profile picture. I just make that my belly button. Just make that for one day, maybe for like next year's April Fools. Like go all out and put my belly button as the profile picture. Android, again, I'm using an iPhone 5S, but I don't really have too much of a choice because like I don't like to pay too much for phones. That's why I still have an iPhone 5S. But I might just go Android from the next one. Did you watch or hear of Total Pro Sports? Actually, yeah, I'm watching them for quite a while. I haven't watched them lately, but I've watched them for like a couple of years. So yeah, I have known them for quite a while. But yeah, final prediction still 5-3 Toronto tonight. Riley with the I think it was like the game-winning goal. I think what was it that I predicted? Let me check. Yeah, I predicted Riley to get the game-winning goal. Predicted Backus to get the first goal. Toronto to come back a little bit. These Leafs need to win. I think the Bruins need to win too, but the Leafs needed to win desperately too. I stopped watching them 6 months ago. Not enough hockey content for me. Yeah, they just make so much football, hockey, or not hockey, but like basketball. Like, I get why they do it because they're the most popular sports, of course. But yeah, I mean, it sucks because I wish they made a lot more hockey stuff because they're pretty decent. They're not great. They have dropped off in quality, in my opinion, but they're still good when they make hockey stuff. Please no Bruins. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm desperately cheering for the Leafs. The reason I'm doing a live stream is because I actually not able to watch it. I leave here. I leave the house at 5:30. The game starts at 6:30. I won't be back to the house till at least 8, which sucks. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to watch it. I'm gonna try my hardest to watch it, but I'm trying to watch as much as I can. But gonna be out of the house tonight, which sucks. Wish I could watch it. Might watch maybe like DVR it or something. I'm just going to choke a 4-1 lead in the third again. But if it's 4-1 going into the third, I don't know what Leafs Twitter is going to be like. I don't know what, like, that second intermission is going to be chaotic. It's going to be ridiculous. I hate my ESPN magazine because there's zero hockey. I mean, don't they have like zero licenses or something? Like, they don't cover it basically at all. Like, Greg Wyshynski is like the only guy that covers it up for ESPN, which sucks because he's fantastic and he's pretty limited on ESPN. By the way, drinking water again tonight. Nothing illegal, but got the Tyler Seguin Cup. Do you like football enough to make predictions when the time comes? Probably will make a season prediction video. That probably will happen for sure. I think that will happen before the season starts. I made that last season. It was desperately bad one. The video was bad. The predictions were terrible. But I probably will make another one. It's because I love to do predictions. I love to do that. Migo, how much data do you get? I have unlimited, but it's a weird thing where my phone isn't really unlimited. It's unlimited, but it isn't unlimited. It's so weird. It's really weird. It's kind of messed up, in fact. But like it says that I have unlimited, but at the same time, I have like storage left. I don't know. It's weird. Though it's pretty much unlimited. Though sometimes it glitches out. Let's see. We're probably going to wrap this up in a few minutes. Might just leave it at the hour mark. Do you drive? I think I'm like set to do training. Of course, I'm 15, just turned 15, so I'm about to do training in a couple months or something like that. But gonna do training. Then my parents have basically stressed me to start driving because they wanted me to take my siblings everywhere, which is gonna suck, but it is what it is. So they want me to get going with driving. So again, I probably will start driving in a few minutes, not a few minutes, in a couple next months. NHL streams Reddit, my friend. Yes, even though I haven't whatchamacallit, I haven't used that too much. Probably should use it a lot more, but yeah. Most overrated players on the Stars. Ooh. Most overrated players on the Stars. I'm gonna narrow it down to one. Um, Most underrated right now, Radek Faksa. Exactly. Got his signed puck right there. Fax machine. Best second line center in the league. Not just kidding. Best third line center in the league for sure. But I'm not just kidding. But probably most underrated player on the Stars, Radek Faksa. Most overrated player on the Stars, probably. Ah, man, that's tough. Because the Stars fan base, it's pretty cynical. It's especially after this season, pretty cynical. There's not a lot of overrated players on the Stars. I want to say probably Remy Ellie, and I've been overrating him for a long, long time, but I don't think that he's NHL caliber. Uh, I don't think that he deserves an NHL spot. I think that guys on the AHL probably deserve a lot more than him. He's kind of like Nikolai Delorier, but he doesn't score. Where he has that energy, he brings the energy. He's fast, but he can't finish anything. He can't really make any offensive plays. He's okay defensively, but really he's only an energizer, which is fine. But he isn't helping us really too much. I thought you said you were 16. I don't remember saying I was 16. Do I remember saying I was 16? I couldn't remember. Um, hey, Owen Nyquist. Saw your Twitter post about you doing well. Great to see. Um, but yeah, Nichushkin, in my opinion. Again, I guess so, but I haven't. Of course, he hasn't played in like a year. Hoping he gets back, but that's kind of unlikely at this point. Hoping that he gets back. We'll see what he actually is this season. I don't know what he's doing too much in the KHL, but Nichushkin might be it. I don't think that he's a first line guy. Maybe not even a second line guy. But I think that if he comes back, he still will be a pretty good guy for us, and hopefully that he comes back. Hopefully he's kind of like a Yamark where he didn't play the year before. He comes back like this season, plays well, and is able to get a lot done because Yamark was fantastic this season, and that's great because we really need him. Even though we didn't make the playoffs, we really needed a guy like him to step on that second line. So maybe Nichushkin, if he comes back, can do something like that. Um, must have missed Sherd. Must have missed Sherd. Have you been outside the U.S.? No, I've not. Wait, no. Never mind. Never mind. No, I was just being dumb there. Yes, I have. I lived in Canada for about a year. My dad is from Calgary, of course. In the How I Became a Hockey Fan video, I mentioned this, but I lived in Calgary for about a year when I was like 4, 5 ish. My dad's from Calgary. We lived there with my grandparents. But that's pretty much the only thing or only place outside the U.S. I've been. Lived in Calgary for about a year, but that's about it. No Calgary Flames games to speak of. Only college hockey games. But yeah, I have been to. We have lived in Calgary. Lauren Grace says, "Hey, glad to see you back on the live stream. I think you missed a couple of them. You commented in the comments. So glad to see you come by. We're going to this is probably the getting towards the end of the live stream. Probably going to get like 10 more minutes or so. But again, a few more people are coming in, so that's great to see too. Favorite player on the Nashville Predators? Probably Victor Arvidsson. I've been saying that he's underrated for a long, long time. Got him in fantasy for like the past couple of seasons. Loved him, and I just love how he plays. He's just fantastic for the Predators. Probably one of the more underrated players in the league. Probably the most underrated player in Nashville too. Personal preference, but I say Bishop. He was steady. I think he is worth the money. Maybe not the term, but I do think when he was playing, he was good for us. He wasn't the problem for sure. He did allow the weak goal here too, and he didn't have the bad game here too. But he wasn't the problem for us. Whenever he was in, he wasn't the problem. Usually most of the time, he wasn't the problem. Usually, and some games he was stealing it for us. Are you from Dallas? Yes, I am. Born, raised in Dallas. Though I have moved around quite a bit. I've lived in Dallas for a total of like 8 years. Lived in Kansas for like a year or two. Lived in New Orleans. Fun fact: I lived in New Orleans I lived in New Orleans. Then when Hurricane Katrina happened, I was living in New Orleans. Was able to escape there. I was like a baby at that point. I was like a toddler, but I was like living in New Orleans when Hurricane Katrina hit. With just a little fact there, but we were escaping then. I think we moved to Kansas. Then we moved to Canada, back to Calgary, and then back down to Texas. So I was born in Dallas, moved around a little bit, but back down to Texas still. Have you been to the state of Washington? No, I've not. I've been close. I think I've been to like that northern part. I think I've been to Iowa, maybe Oregon. Haven't been all the way up to Washington. Love to go to like Seattle, maybe like Victoria. Love to go over there if I had opportunity. If we had to go, but I'd love to be up there too. Um, I think Toronto will win Game 7. I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping for it. I just got this Toronto Maple Leafs hat today. Really hoping that they're able to execute today. Thanks for answering more questions. No problem. Love when people are interacting in chat. Again, how do I order this? Uh, I'm grateful that you guys are here too. You don't have to thank me. I'm thanking you guys for being here. Enjoy Haskinen next year, and we'll see him in the World Championship. How is he playing the World Championship? I haven't seen too much of him, but I'm hoping that he'll be able to play well for us. I'm hoping that he will be on the NHL team. I'm hoping that he'll get the ice time with whoever coach will come in. But I haven't seen too much of the World Championship, so fill me on how he's going, if you will. Who would benefit the most from having OV8 on their team? Right, if like he got traded or something, like, um, Arizona, I guess. I don't know what, like What would benefit the most from having? Who would benefit the most from having OV8 on their team? Um, who needs a goal scorer? Probably like Montreal. Say that. Uh, are you going to live stream your reaction to the draft lottery? Yes, for sure. If draft lottery is a must see, probably going to live stream a lot versus the what do you mean? What do you call it? The Stanley Cup Finals. Probably if I'm not at the draft, probably gonna be live streaming during that. Though if I'm at the draft, I might still stream from there. Again, I'd like to be there. I'd like to be able to stream from there if possible. I might just have to live stream from my phone, like bring like a super big like battery for that because my phone is pretty bad with battery. But I could live stream it during that. If I'm able to get to the draft and be able to live stream it, that would be amazing. I want to say he may be good on the Sharks. He may be. Yeah, he will. He'll be good on any team, but that could be a good. I think that could be a good fit, I guess. World Championship is in May. Let's see. Yeah. Um, what was going on? Was it the? I could swear there was like a World Juniors or something. Was it the World Juniors I'm thinking of? But there was something going on like right now. I could be wrong. Do you know about or watch QJB? I've heard of him. Don't watch too much of him. I have watched some of him, but haven't watched too much of him. World Championship begins May 4th. So am I thinking of the World Juniors or something? Because I may be thinking of that. There's something going on. There's something that was happening. World Junior Championship. I don't remember. It was something that was happening. World Juniors under 18. Yeah, that was what it was. That was what it was. Love Toronto hat. Again, I like it too. I like the new design. Like the new logo. This is the first, I guess, hat that I have besides the Dallas Stars one that is just a logo. So again, I like to have stuff different too. Adidas, it fits well on my hat on my head, so I like it a lot too. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot does that sound? Don to Pedersen to Besser. He shoot, he score. Um, Vancouver, if they get Dolan, I think they're pretty well set. Dolan is as perfect as it gets for Vancouver. Pretty much a perfect fit for Vancouver in my eyes. They really can't get much better of a fit there. But of course, the NHL lottery hates Vancouver, so it's probably not going to happen. Again, Besser, if you're able to clip that, it's not going to happen. Vancouver's not going to win the draft lottery. Clip that and then show that to me when Vancouver does end up winning the lottery. That's gonna sound pretty good. Good live stream. I'll catch you later. Good to see you here, Cool Carl. Great to see you in the chat throughout a lot of live stream. Great to see you here. You ruined my dream in 3 seconds. Vancouver will never win the draft lottery. Clip that. Tell me that when the Vancouver Canucks end up winning the draft lottery, and I'll just eat my words because, yeah. Hey, Mika, yet another fin? Yes, for sure. Mika is a beautiful, fantastic fin. Alright. So we're pretty much going to wrap it up in a few minutes here. We're at 70 minutes now, pretty much. 68 minutes-ish. So we're pretty much well wrapping up here. So probably going to get the last questions done with. Let's put a date. Let's put a time. Probably going to be done. I'm going to give myself 10 more minutes at Central Time right now. It's 4:45. In 10 minutes, that's when we'll end the live stream. Then we'll get on to Game 7 tonight. That's gonna be a fantastic one. Again, I'm away from my house right now. I might be able to watch live stream on my phone or something while I'm away. But get ready for that game if you're able to watch it. Probably would have live streamed during the game if I was able to. If I was at home, if I was able to watch it at home. But again, this pregame stuff is nice to see. But again, last time I mentioned it, I have Toronto winning 5-3 over the Boston Bruins. Backus getting the first goal, but Riley ended up getting the game-winning goal. I think Toronto will have an amazing second period. They'll kind of stumble in the first period, but amazing second period and a third period, they'll bend but not break. I think it'll be scarier in the third period. I think it'll be biting my nails. Hockey Twitter is going to be electric during that third period if it's close, especially. So yeah. But yeah, the hype is real. That's gonna be an amazing game if you're able to watch it. I'm gonna try my hardest. To be able to watch that. I haven't actually seen how the Texas Rangers are doing right now. Let me see. Might as well put on the Texas Rangers hat. 8-17. Ugh, that's not good. This is where I predicted them to be, anyways. 8-17, pretty much in the dumpster. Yeah, I expected them to be that way, which sucks because I wish they were decent. Um, but I think everybody expected them to be this crap. I certainly did as well. When are you streaming post? When are you going? Wait, when are you streaming post to post? Pelic and Audie James. Um, if they invite me, Andrew Pilic hasn't had a live stream in a little while. I need to remind him to get back on that because he needs to get that going again. I don't know what's holding him up, but if they invite me, of course, it's all about getting invited to that. I was on Audie's live stream, I think, like a month ago. That was fun. Hoping to be able to get that opportunity again. But yeah, that would be the dream live stream right there. Me, post to post, Pilic and Audie James, the dream team right there. I'm gonna regret staying up for this game. That's gonna suck. What time is it in Finland, Mika? Um, because that must be rough. That must be so rough. But yeah, the dream team. If that actually ends up happening, that's gotta happen. That's gotta be like a live stream during the cup final. That's gotta happen. Gotta happen. Uh, yeah, 0038. That sucks. So the game is in 3 hours, so you have to wake up at like 3-ish. Yeah, you really have no options there, which sucks, man. Again, uh, I can't even imagine. Like, I complained about having to stay up till like midnight to watch games at like the West Coast road trip and stuff like that. That might be a video coming up, but like for like people in Europe, it's just way worse. It is bad, and I like that just sucks. For time zones at least. And it's great when games are able to happen like in the afternoon when people in like Finland and Sweden are able to watch it at a decent time. I love when stuff like that happens. That's why I'm like all 4 day games. It's a great time for me to be able to go watch games and to get stuff out too. And it's also great for the European crowd. So you gotta have those games sprinkled in. Coming back home from school trip, watching her live, and there's no Wi-Fi. Ouch. Need to listen to Gravity. Wi-Fi, please. I got Wi-Fi. Do you need me to loan you some? Nah, just kidding. But yeah. If I go to bed now, I'm not gonna wake up with the game, so I'm staying up. Yeah, I can never wake up for stuff. I would have to get a timer, but if like, I'd have to get like some serious sleep to wake up. Like, it just sucks. You have to prepare for it too. Um, Game against 2:30 when everyone else is sleeping. Yeah, like it just sucks for you guys, and I hate that. I wish that a lot. Like these games, it just sucks that I can't cater to everyone. I know it can't, but it just sucks that you guys have to bear with that and stay up till egregious times to watch these games. Um, and I know I complain a lot about having to watch stuff at West Coast, but really compared to what you guys have to deal with, it's a blessing. I love winning on the West Coast. Usually all hockey games end at 9:30. Yeah, that's a big thing. I wish I had that privilege because that's fantastic. I wish I did live in the West Coast because that'd be a dream, an absolute dream right there. And like for East Coast people, so sad. Like they have to stay up till like 1 o'clock for some hockey games for them to end. We are used to it. I've been watching NHL for years now. Yeah, it sucks, man. But it just sucks in general too, though. Um, well, we weren't far from the West Coast. I'm in the Central Time Zone, so like we're 2 hours behind the West Coast, so still substantial time. It's not like we're in Europe where we have to stay up for 2 hours, but still, in the West Coast, games usually start at 9:30, maybe if we're lucky 8:30. Still, we had to wait up till pretty bad times, I guess. Um, and let's say like there's Stars are facing like the LA Kings or something. The SFRs will probably get out at like 1, 2 o'clock, which sucks. Who influenced you for your fan reactions? Number one, Steve Dangle, but he wasn't the reason that I started making YouTube videos. Um, he was the reason that I made those specific videos. But the person that influenced me to start making NHL videos was probably two people, but the hockey guy and Post to Post. Those two guys were great for giving me inspiration to one make hockey videos and the other to just make videos in general on YouTube about sports. And they showed me that those videos can work on YouTube. and great that I was able to pursue that. Bubba Gravity, had fun watching. Love you. Great to see you come by. Great to see you stop by. Hope you're safe on your drive home. You never know. Cars can crash whenever they want, but hope you're safe there. Yeah, we're probably gonna end. I give it like 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, probably should end it here. Um, but yeah, last predictions. Again, 5-3, Toronto win. I think that's watching Toronto win tonight's. Hopefully, will be good. Hopefully, uh, I hope they. I hope, like, I'm honest for just Toronto fans in general. Hope they do not go up 4-1. Like, that's the worst league in hockey for them, at least. At any point, do not go up 4-1. That should be their game plan. In all honesty, just do not go up 4-1, because if they do, it's like alert at that point. It's like hockey Twitter tonight is gonna be so much fun, so much fun. I've said to all of them, Audie, you, Hockey Guy, Post to Post, etc. Yeah, I mean, the hockey community is fantastic. They've accepted me with open arms too, which is fantastic. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of communities, just specific genres on YouTube don't do that. I'm glad that the hockey community is so nice, and to a lot of other people too. Really, we're all in this together, and the more that we embrace, collaborate, and do stuff with each other, I think the better off we'll be. And of course, they've realized that too. I think that we're all well off, and I think we're all in a good position to do well. Of course, a lot of guys are thriving, like the hockey guy, post to post. And that's fantastic to see. It's great to have a couple of leaders and to have a couple of guys that are leading the pack there, because we kind of needed a couple of channels to blow up here over the past couple of years to really solidify this as a good community. The NHL, I guess, discussion community. Really needed a guy like Hockey Guy or Neil from Post to Post to get up there to like really lead the charge there, and they've done that, and they've done that very well. So probably going to leave this live stream here. Again, the viewers are down, so it's probably a good time. Have a good rest of the day. You too, Kai Lindstrom. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Terrible with European names in general, but again, probably going to end this here. 22 likes or 23 likes. Yes, glad, but Besser could finally join in, finally live streaming, or at least late enough for Besser to join. So again, good on that. Good on me for that. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Guys, enjoy this live stream. Again, make sure to like if you have not, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys later in the next one. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I don't know when the next time will be streaming is. Again, these are usually on the spot. These are usually not planned. So whenever it happens, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. So again, it is. I never know when it happens.